Ever wondered how to remove the front bumper on a Golf 6? Well, you're in the right place. Today we're going to walk through the entire process, from the tools you'll need to the precise steps for bumper detachment. We'll also share some post-removal advice to ensure you're fully equipped to handle this task. All of this in less than 10 minutes. So, buckle up and get ready for an informative ride. Stay tuned to learn the easy-to-follow steps to achieve this. Before getting started, gather all the necessary materials. The tools required for this task are fairly common and can be found in most automotive toolkits. You'll need a socket wrench set with an extension arm for those hard-to-reach bolts. This set should include a variety of sizes to ensure you can handle any bolt that you may encounter. Next, you'll need a flathead screwdriver. This will be used to remove any clips or pins that are holding the bumper in place. Remember, these can be stubborn, so patience is key here. Also, have a pair of pliers on hand. These can be useful for pulling out any stubborn clips that refuse to budge. Lastly, grab a blanket or a large piece of cardboard. This isn't exactly a tool, but it's incredibly useful for laying out your bumper once it's removed, preventing any scratches or damage. With all these tools at hand, you are ready to start. First, prepare your Golf 6 for the procedure. The key to a smooth, efficient bumper removal is ensuring your vehicle is properly prepared. Start by finding a flat, stable surface to park your car. This ensures the vehicle doesn't move unexpectedly during the process. Once parked, engage the parking brake for an additional layer of safety. Next, disconnecting the battery is crucial. This step might seem unnecessary for a task like bumper removal, but it's always better to err on the side of caution when working on your vehicle. Locate the battery in the engine bay and disconnect the negative terminal first, followed by the positive one. This prevents any accidental short circuits, protecting both you and the car's electrical system. Remember, safety should never be compromised when performing vehicle maintenance. It's not just about getting the job done, but also about doing it right. Now that the car is ready, we can proceed to the actual removal process. Start by locating and removing the screws. That's our focus right now, my friends. The screws we're hunting for are typically found in two main areas, the wheel wells and under the vehicle. Let's get started. First off, we'll explore the wheel wells. Here, you'll find a series of screws, usually around 6 to 8, that secure the bumper to the car. You can't miss them. They're like little metal guardians standing guard over the bumper. Your task is to convince them to step aside. Grab your screwdriver and gently turn each screw counterclockwise. Remember, patience is a virtue here. If a screw is stubborn and refuses to budge, don't force it. A little spritz of penetrating oil can work wonders in loosening it up. Let the oil do its magic for a minute or two, then try again. Now that we've conquered the wheel wells, it's time to venture underneath the car. Here, you'll find another set of screws, usually 4 to 6, depending on the model of your Golf 6. These screws secure the bottom of the bumper to the car's underbody. Again, it's a matter of persuading these screws to give up their hold. Use your screwdriver to slowly turn each one counterclockwise. If any of these screws prove more resistant, don't hesitate to call in the aid of your trusty penetrating oil. As you unscrew each one, keep them safe and accounted for. You wouldn't want to lose any of these little fellas. They'll be essential when you're ready to reattach the bumper. Once you've successfully removed all the screws, you'll notice the bumper starting to feel a bit loose. But don't worry, it won't suddenly fall off. It's simply ready for the next step of the process. So, take a moment to pat yourself on the back. You've done well. The bumper is now much looser, but it's still firmly attached to the car. With the screws removed, the bumper is now loose but still attached. So, let's move on to the next scene, where we'll talk about how to fully detach it. Next, carefully detach the bumper from the car. You've done a fantastic job so far, and we're almost at the finish line. Now, the process of detaching the bumper from the car is not as daunting as it may seem. It's all about patience and a gentle hand. To start off, you need to grip the edges of the bumper. Ensure you are wearing gloves to protect your hands and get a firm, confident hold. If you're worried about scratching the paintwork, you can use a soft cloth between your hands and the bumper. Begin to pull the bumper away from the car, starting from the edges and working your way towards the center. It's important to do this gradually, to avoid any sudden movements that could potentially damage the bumper or the car. You might encounter some resistance while doing this. Don't be alarmed, it's perfectly normal. There are clips that hold the bumper in place, and they may be a bit stubborn. To handle this, Gently wiggle the bumper back and forth, applying a steady, even pressure. This should help to release the clips and allow the bumper to come free. Remember, the goal is not to force anything. If you find a particular spot that's resisting, take a moment to investigate. There could be a hidden fastener or a clip that you missed. In that case, you'd need to go back to your tools and remove it before continuing. Keep working your way around the bumper, pulling it away bit by bit. It may take a few minutes, but that's okay. This is not a race. It's about doing it right. Once you've detached the entire bumper, set it down gently on a soft surface to prevent any scratches or damage. Make sure it's in a safe place where it won't be accidentally knocked or stepped on. And there you have it. Congratulations, the bumper is now successfully removed. You've done a great job and your car is now ready for whatever comes next, whether it's a repair, a modification, or just a good clean. Well done. With the bumper removed, there are a few things to keep in mind. First off, make sure to store all the screws securely. It's easy to misplace these small parts, but remember, without them, reinstallation is impossible. Next, take this opportunity to inspect your car for any hidden damage. A removed bumper provides a rare view of the front end of your Golf 6, so use it to your advantage. Check for any signs of rust, leaks, or other damage that might have been hidden by the bumper. Finally, prepare for reinstallation. Clean the areas where the bumper was attached, and if necessary, apply a fresh coat of paint. This will help to ensure a smooth and secure fit when you're ready to put the bumper back on. By following these steps, you can remove the front bumper of your Golf 6 with ease. And there you have it. We've journeyed together through the process of removing the front bumper of a Golf 6 in just 10 minutes. It may seem like a daunting task, but with the right tools, some patience, and a dash of elbow grease, it's entirely achievable. What's more, it saves you a trip to the mechanic and the hefty bill that often comes with it. Let's recall the steps that we've taken. We started off by gathering all the necessary tools. This is an essential step because it saves you from scrambling around mid-process. We needed a socket wrench, a Torx screwdriver, and a flathead screwdriver. And remember, safety is paramount. Always use gloves and protective eyewear when working on your car. The next step was to prepare the car. We made sure the vehicle was secure and stable before we began working on it. Safety blocks behind the rear wheels and the handbrake firmly engaged were our precautions. It's always better to be safe than sorry. Then we moved on to the removal of the screws. This part requires a bit of finesse and a lot of patience. We worked methodically, ensuring we did not miss any screws or clips. Remember, force is not your friend here. If a screw seems stuck, it's better to spend a few extra minutes gently coaxing it free than to risk damaging your car. Detaching the bumper was the next step. This was where the flathead screwdriver came in handy. We carefully pried the bumper away from the body of the car, taking care not to yank or pull too hard. The bumper is not just a piece of plastic, it's an integral part of the car's structure. Treat it with the respect it deserves. Lastly, we talked about post-removal advice. This is the stage where you inspect the bumper and the front of your car for any damage or issues that might need attention. It's also when you should clean the area before replacing the bumper or installing a new one. Remember, every step of this process is crucial. Skipping or rushing through any part can result in damage to your vehicle. But with careful handling and a bit of time, you can remove the front bumper of your Golf 6 with ease. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more car maintenance tips.